Today we will be performing a sewer line inspection at property address 2184 Carter Avenue in the city of St. Paul. Here we're using the front line access tucked in between the futon and the freezer here, right along to the left of the stairs. We've got the cast iron drain pipe, and I'll begin the inspection now. I'm going to pause the recording. I'm not going to be able to get through this access here, so I'm going to have to use the stack access. I did just briefly pause the recording, switch accesses. We are using kind of a front line clean out, but it's right next to the stack access. Line begins as 4-inch cast iron. We'll begin now. Here in the line, roughly 16 feet. The inlet that you see on the top of the pipe actually was the front line access that we were just in. I couldn't make the bend on it, so I had to switch. Here in the pipe are roughly 21.2 feet. We do make a transition from a 4-inch cast iron style drain pipe to a 6-inch clay tile style drain pipe. In the line are roughly 33.5 feet. What you see here at this joint connection, those are tree roots. Very slight evidence right here, nothing too major. Off of this joint connection alone, I wouldn't recommend a drain cleaning for about 2 years, but we'll see what the rest of the pipe has to offer. Most every joint connection that we have passed since the clay tile transition, it did show some slight evidence of tree roots. Nothing too major. I would recommend actually just knocking that down to about a year for drain cleaning. Line of roughly 92 feet. We do show slight evidence of some cracking on the right-hand side of your pipe. It is kind of hard to see with the water running right now. It doesn't appear to be too major. Actually, further inspecting, that crack is all the way through. It hasn't compromised the actual shape of the pipe, which is a very good sign. Structurally, it's still holding up, but it does seem to be got kind of a little water pocket in there. Yeah, right there. Sorry for any noise that's going on. Just trying to inspect that for you. Yeah, it definitely is a crack. Nothing too major. I'm trying to see if there's a cavity that we can't really see because it's to the side. you actually might be a candidate for a pipeliner. What they do is they'll use the same access I am, and they'll shove a machine all the way down to the sewer, to the city sewer, and then as they pull back, it's kind of like nylon plastic. It blows up inside the sewer pipe and kind of relines it like a stent in the artery. That would be potentially a pretty good idea if this crack does excuse me, if this crack does worsen. Right now, it is hard to say, but I mean it should hold up for another 5 years, if not a little bit more. It doesn't seem to be too major. Tonight, when I do type your sewer report, I will address this with my boss as well, just to kind of get his secondhand opinion on it. He's a very, very, very experienced drain tech. Here we are in the pipe at roughly 135 feet. We have reached the connection to the city sewer. Today your pipe had minor tree root intrusions. I wouldn't recommend a drain cleaning for about a year. You did have some cracking. The pipe did seem to be compromised. It was changing shape. It's kind of hard to really diagnose how long it'll last, but at some point it definitely will need a repair. In the city of St. Paul, they do have a contractor's dig list, so if you go on the city website and just kind of look up on that contractor dig list a couple of different companies, my advice would be to get 3 different estimates from 3 different companies and tell each company that you're doing that as well, so then they can kind of bid for your work, try to get the lowest price, most bang for your buck. You might be eligible for a pipeliner, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look into that tonight, and I'll include that on the typed up sewer report. But other than the cracking, I didn't detect any bellies or sags in the line. Like I said before, minor tree root intrusions. So yes, I'll begin pulling back the camera now, and this will conclude your inspection. Here we are on the outside of the frontline sewer access. Today your pipe did have some structural damage, cracking in between generally about 90 to 100 feet. It was about a 10-foot section. Some with major cracks, some with not so major cracks. I do recommend seeing if this line is a candidate for a pipeliner. I will actually ask my superior tonight about that, and I will include it on the tech report. Also, my advice would be to look up on the city's website. They have a contractor dig list. I believe I already stated that. I'm not sure if I actually had it on recording, but it's a great idea to go ahead and call some of the contractors on that dig list. Get 3 different estimates and tell each company that you're getting more estimates too, so they don't try to highball you and just get you, so you get the most bang for your buck. Tree root wise, the intrusions were not that bad. I wouldn't even recommend a drain cleaning for about a year. Being that your line is over 100 feet, you're going to want to inform whatever drain company that you guys do decide to go with to clean the line, that your line is over 100 feet and they will need to bring additional cable, since your average drain tech only has about 100 feet of cable in the drum. What am I missing? The line didn't have any back pitches. It did have some offsets in the joint connections. You can see me fighting one of them there for a little while. It's not too major. It is something to definitely kind of keep an eye on and keep in mind. Other than that, being that this line is cast iron, you're going to want to keep products like flushable toilet wipes, tampons, paper towel, and dental floss out. Those products are very snag happy and they do not break down in water. Can easily create a beaver dam style waste plug and back up the sewer system. This will conclude your inspection. And I want to thank you for making us a part of your home buying process.